Hi, I'm Jeff from Atomic Gamer, and this is a review of Nailed. So if you're looking for any kind of racing game that might be a little over the top, a little crazy, just a little bit more like a fever dream of high flying craziness that's on drugs, Nailed is the game for you. This year in 2010, we've had a few racing games come out, not too many. They all came out right at the end of the year. Gran Turismo came out, and it's for meticulous racing people who, need to shave that 20th of a second off their apex. They've got their game. Hot Pursuit, great action racing game, loved it. But I think it's possible it's just not crazy enough, and that's why we have Nailed. So Nailed is an MX and ATV racing game where up is way up. It's so far up, you'll be flying miles high, or at least it seems, and then go way down. You'll be spending like a quarter of the time on the track in the air. And so it's a wonderful game, but it's also kind of a little janky and maybe a little broken sometimes. We found that Nailed is it lacks some of the strategy you've seen in games like MotorStorm, where when you have the multiple path racing track, you've got these you got the mud down in the bottom where the big rigs go, and then the bikes are up top and they're high flying jumps. Here you've got ATVs and you've got motorcycles, and generally there's one path that's always the best throughout each track, even though there are multiple paths throughout a track. When you do big jumps, they're amazing. They're completely just over the top. Sometimes you'll be going up the sides of hills that are pretty much vertical, and so you'll be horizontal. And it's a fun game. It probably won't last too long in your 360 compared to the Halos, the Call of Duties. So if you're looking for a crazy, fun, just ridiculous racing game this year, check out Nailed. It does have some problems. Some of the motion blur that it does when you're using boosts and stuff like that's a little weird. And the strategy that you may be used to in some of these other racing games, well, it's not there. But it is a ton of fun. And it's just a blast and a half. So despite some problems, we still give Nailed an 8 out of 10. Check back on AtomicGamer.com for more news, previews, articles, and files for all your favorite games.